Good evening. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Secretary will take the roll. I note we do have a quorum. Any additions, corrections, or amendments to the minutes of the previous meeting? Hearing none, I entertain a motion they be approved.
I move to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carried. Public comments? Hearing none, then we're going to move to the financial report. Dennis?
You got that in your packets, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Otherwise, right now, it's just routine money coming in with slip fees and dock boxes, and obviously, we got some transients, which I don't think he's got all the DACO numbers in there. We're at about 7,500 right now for reservations already, and nobody's even here, so those are all reservations for the summer. The other revenue is dock boxes and then electrical payments for the boats and the North Slip. Their payments for the electric go into that as well. Beyond that, it's just routine. If you have any questions?
Any questions? Pretty early. Sorry, we're still learning the ropes here. We're going to move to the next item, which is the approval of the annual report, and I think we all got copies, and it's nicely done. Dennis, you were doing that, or Lise?
We worked together on that, and I turned that on. You all had a copy of it. I'm sure you read it. Are there any questions on our charter?
No questions, but there certainly were some significant advances and improvements. To get that tank project taken care of was a major accomplishment, I think. Anybody else have any concerns, comments? I would entertain a motion to approve the annual Marina report.
Second.
So moved.
Okay, so moved. Do we have a second, Chad?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion carried. Then we are also looking to approve the Harbor Commission Charter for 2024. Again, everybody got a copy of it, I believe, correct? Everybody read it? It's pretty much what we were talking before. Oh, I'm sorry. Pretty much we were talking about last year. Dennis, Lisa, any additions that you made since we talked about it last year?
This contains all the actions we do normally, and again, we're getting used to this. Everything is in there that we do during the year. So if there are any questions on our project designs, development projects, the management, that's part of our charter. So it's a document to show what our operations are.
Anybody have any comments or questions about it? Is it published?
The charter is not like a published doc. I mean, the Marina report will be on the city website now that it's been. So the annual Marina report will be on the city's website probably as of tomorrow, now that the Harbor Commission has approved it. But as far as the charter is concerned, that's pretty much just states, our benchmarks for improvements for the year.
Any other comments or concerns? I entertain a motion to be approved then. Mike?
So moved.
Second? Okay, Chad, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. Motion carried. Dennis, Harbor Masters report?
A couple of things that were accomplished this year. We did get a grant for a new pump out system. The grant was for $18,000 from the Clean Water Act. And they will pay 75% of that. So our responsibility is somewhere around $1,500. It's a 3 horsepower pump out system rather than the 2 horsepower. And the other one was over 10 years old. And it's assuming it was no longer doing its due diligence in pumping out. So this one, if you don't have a good vent on your boat, it'll probably collapse the holding tank. That's how strong it's going to be. So that was one good thing. Then also the Clean Marina operation has developed a grant for one of two grants that they put out for the year. And it's for the City of Port Washington's marina parking lot to improve water quality. And I'll go through this and tell you a little bit about what it's not to pay for things other than the development of the plan. It's not to actually put the construction money on. The University of Wisconsin Sea Grant, along with the funding for Lake Michigan and the partnership with the Wisconsin Marine Association, Wisconsin Coastal Management, Wisconsin Clean Marina Program, which is the leader of this. And it's a statewide certification program that provides guidance, training, and technical assistance to marinas to adapt the best marina practices that reduce the pollution and protect Wisconsin water resources. Let me see. Well, it's here someplace. This project is going to start April 1st, and they're putting together a group to hire a company to come in and give suggestions to redesigning the marina parking lot from the north building all the way to the launch ramps. It's an advisory, and the cost of that will be absorbed by this grant, and that will start in April. It's being managed by the city engineer and the public director office, to be approved by the council once it gets to that point.
And they will also possibly present to this commission too.
Yeah, and we're trying to get incorporated with this an area around the fish cleaning station that is kind of retaining water that's spilled from the cleaning process that goes on. So we're designing to put pavers in that area and I think you all know what those are. They absorb the water. And that will be incorporated with this design.
When is this parking study going to take place?
It starts April 1st.
How long does it take? Is it over a month or is it just a week?
It's not a parking study. No, they're just here to design. It's a group that'll design what best practices on how your water flows through your parking lot and stuff like that. But it was also discussed that part of this was to not lose any marina parking in the process.
The problem is all the water, the drainage system that we have everything drains into the lake. And what they were going to do with the design, they're not, this is a design to set up for construction, to make every one of those manholes a cistern type process where the material objects don't go into the lake. It's just the water. So it's going to start in April, and the process is a matter of interviewing with a committee and coming up with someone who offers the best design. Any other questions on that? The 1st of April, we open up. We're expecting a handful of boats to launch, unless it changes because of weather. The other thing that's gone on is we've had 38,000 browns planted from the DNR, 34,000 coho, and then some random 500 or 5,000, 4,000, and 1,000 of variety of fish. That's all the report I have.
Any comments or questions for the harbor master? I have a couple, Dennis. Was any damage this winter to any of the piers?
We did have a spell when there was a minor amount of damage, nothing serious. A few boards come off during that cold spell that you had.
You weren't here.
I wasn't here.
We had one of those, got really cold real early in the winter, and the warm water from the power plant had not moved into the marina
Right.
yet. So I think, didn't you turn on the,
Yes,
The-
the ice eaters
the ice
ran
eaters-
for about a week. We
I
had
was
a
a little
couple
cons-
running in the North Slip. We had some running down by Pier 5.
okay,
And then there were minimal boards issues in the North Slip area where the charters have their boards down, where some of those, we had one section pop off with somebody's, but we know whose it was. So
Okay.
we've got that tied up right now, waiting to be towed out of the water and reinstalled for that person. And then there was just some boards that popped up and a ladder that kind of came off, and that was all fixed already. So that was the very minimal amount of damage for as quick as that ice moved in. It was unreal.
I was concerned, but
Yes.
I'm glad. And you said the water was down?
The water level is down, but under ordinary circumstances, that's a natural thing to happen over the winter.
Okay,
And typically, it comes back by June, July, certainly by August. It was pointed out to us that, the ground is so dry, we're in a drought area, that this rain we're getting is being soaked up by the land, is not running into the lake because it's so dry. And just got to wait and see.
okay, the area north of the new slips you put in, Pier 5,
Pier 5?
is there any plans to repair that area there? You know, where it's not the marina's,
It's not the marina's obligation. It's supposed to be a sanctuary for the city's responsibility to, that's what,
do you know anything about that, Mike?
Honestly, you'd have to ask the city engineer. It was his project. I thought they were going to do some restoration this year now that all of the extra sand and gravel's been hauled out. But I haven't been privy to exactly what they're planning or when.
and I don't know either.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have a
It's
chance
nothing
to
that we
find
have
out.
planned because it's not part of
Right, we don't have responsibility for that.
what we need to do.
Okay, that's all I had. Does anybody else have any questions or comments for the harbor master? Hearing none, then item 8, future or forthcoming events. Any? Or Lise? Are there any?
Nothing, just
Nothing
too
that
early
we
is
know of.
opening.
Too early
Too
to,
early for a
okay.
future.
Moving on, then, the marina tenants' comments. Stacy?
Obviously, we don't have too much right now, being everybody's excited for the new season. I personally just have wanted to let everybody know I'm the rear Commodore now at the Yacht Club, and that comes with a tremendous amount of work. Unfortunately, it's fun, but I don't want to give up my position here with you guys. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about how we can kind of move forward, and if maybe I can't be here or if I need to step back a bit, what my role is. And so we are an association, the Marina Tenant Association. I pay the fee for that through the state for us to remain a tenant association. I believe in years past it was a group, is what I heard. It was a few people that did that. And then over time, I don't know, maybe it just kind of dissolved into just one person keeping that going. So my thought was to maybe get a small group together of marina just tenants that we kind of can keep the association going, and there will be backup for me, and maybe we can get into more things, more opportunities that the marina tenants can kind of take over. So I don't know if that's something that needs to be voted on by the group. Go ahead, Jerry.
You mean your tenants group would have to vote on that?
Do you, as the commission, need to vote on, are we like have a group, or can I just do that with a few people that can help me?
And if somebody would need to come in your place, somebody could come in your place.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, at this meeting, if, so that it's covered.
Yeah, sure. You don't have any other concerns? It's, again, very early in the season. Nothing is,
Nope.
no one's in yet, so.
No. So yeah, if everybody agrees with that, I think I'd like to do that. Bob Miller, who's here, he wants to be a part of that, and I think there's Craig Smith,
Oh,
charter captain, and yeah, just tenant group, so we can help out in any way, and that would be covered. So I hope that expands in the coming months and kind of works itself out. But I'm still here, and I still want to be part of everything. But it's a lot of work at the yacht club. So other than that, that's all I have.
okay. Thank you very much. We have no further items for this meeting. So with that, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
Second.
You got it. Okay, Tim. All in favor, say aye. 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 Opposed? Motion carried.